What's up, you guys? Welcome back. Today I'm going to be doing something a little bit different, and we are going to be doing an anti-haul. You guys know, if you watch my channel, I do a ton of hauls on my channel because I get so excited just to go buy new fun makeup and swatch it for you and show you guys what I got and give you my first impressions. But I got a lot of requests to do an anti-haul where basically I tell you guys all the stuff that I am not going to be buying. And I thought about doing this for a while, but I was unsure just because I do like to keep my channel a really positive space, and I feel like just by nature anti-hauls are a little bit negative because I'm basically just talking about all the negative aspects of a product to me. But so many of you guys requested this, so I figured that I would do it for you guys. And I'm not trying to say that any of these products or any of these companies are crap, because obviously I haven't tried the products, because I'm telling you guys that I'm not going to try them because they just didn't catch my eye for whatever reason. So just a little disclaimer, if some of these products that I'm going to talk about are like your holy grails, girl, let me know in the comments, because then maybe you will change my mind and I will still buy it. And it's really not that hard to change my mind when it comes to makeup stuff. But all in all, I did put together a list of some things that really just didn't catch my eye, some new releases that I am just not going to be getting, so I'm going to share that with you guys today. Make sure you subscribe to my channel before you leave, and let's go ahead and get started. Alrighty, so I wrote a little list on my phone, so if I'm looking down, I'm just looking at my phone to see the list, but the first thing that I am not going to be buying is the new eyeshadow palette from the Kylie Vacation collection. Kylie just dropped a new collection, and it actually looks really, really pretty. Like, I think the packaging and everything looks really, really nice, but there's an eyeshadow palette in the collection, and it just, I don't know, it wasn't doing it for me, and I'm definitely not going to be buying it. There was a highlight palette in the collection. It came with 4 different highlighters, and I actually really wanted that. I went on the website to try and get it. Couldn't get it, of course, because it sold out in like 0.5 seconds, like all of her stuff always does. But yeah, I'm definitely going to be passing on the eyeshadow palette, and no shade towards Kylie, because I actually really like her. Like, I would consider myself a fan of her. Like, I don't dislike her in any means. But for her eyeshadows, I've tried multiple palettes from her. I have the peach palette and I have the bronze palette, and I didn't really like either of them. Like, I don't find myself reaching for them. I think the shadows for the price should be a lot better. Like, the shadows aren't crappy, but like if I was paying $20, I'd be like, oh wow, this is a great product. But her palettes are expensive, and I feel like the quality of the actual eyeshadows should be so much better. There are other products from her that I tried, like the highlighters. I actually do like those. I know there was like mixed reviews on those, but I like them, and that's why I wanted to get the highlight palette, because to me, it would be worth it. But yeah, with the eyeshadows, I just kind of have been underwhelmed with all the palettes from her that I bought. And then when I looked at the colors in this one, I was kind of just like, you know, I don't really need it. Like, I think the packaging is cute, and I am a sucker for packaging, but ultimately I feel like her shadows need to be better quality for me to be able to spend that money on them, if that makes sense. So I decided I was gonna pass on this one, but your girl is still gonna try and get that highlight palette if I ever can. Up next, continuing on the Kardashian trend, I'll just talk about another Kardashian product that I'm not gonna be buying. And it's funny because actually, like, if people know me in real life, they know that I literally love the Kardashians, like, and I'm not afraid to say it. I know so many people don't like them and hate on them, but I mean, I personally like their family. I watch the show and everything else, and I like Kim and Kylie and everybody, but I'm not gonna be buying the Kim Kardashian West Beauty Contour and Highlight Sticks. Love Kim, definitely gonna buy more stuff when she comes out with more stuff, but I personally hate contouring and highlighting with cream, like products like that. Like, I don't like that. If you watch my channel, you know that I rarely ever do that unless I'm like trying out a new product or whatever. Like, I really much prefer highlighting and contouring with powder. Just on my skin, it looks a lot better. So I'm definitely not gonna be purchasing the kind of dual sticks that she's coming out with. I'm kind of bummed that's the first thing she's coming out with. I feel like maybe she's coming out with that because I don't think Kylie has come out with cream contouring and highlighting products. So maybe she's doing something that like Kylie hasn't done yet. I don't really know, but I was bummed when I saw that was gonna be the first product, because I do wanna buy stuff from her beauty line when it does come out. Like, if she makes an eyeshadow palette or something, I'll definitely get it. But as far as the cream contour and highlight sticks go, yeah, definitely not gonna get them. And I also saw the packaging and I was just like, really? Like, I don't know. I think the actual product like looks cute the way the packaging is, but it comes in this like plastic like Ziploc bag ultimately. It just didn't really look that great. Like, the actual like bag that it came in, I was just like, I would have expected more, I guess. Up next, I'm not gonna be getting the YSL Summer Mascaras. So if you guys follow a lot of the bigger social influencers on like Snapchat or Instagram or whatever, you will know that a lot of them were in, I think, Monaco or Morocco, I'm not sure, some beautiful location with YSL last week, and they were snapping and showing some of the new products, and I was really interested because I love YSL. I think their products are beautiful. Like, oh my god, their products are expensive, but a lot of times they're really awesome. But I love Sarah E, or Karen is her real name. She was snapping their mascaras from their summer line, and they were all like colored mascaras, and I was just like, ugh, like I'm never gonna spend that much money on a colored mascara. Like I feel like if I'm going to buy a product from YSL, I want it to be something that I can incorporate into my everyday makeup routine, like something that I'm gonna get so much use out of because their products are really expensive, where I'm never gonna go buy like a purple or a blue or a green like mascara from them, something that I rarely will ever use and spend that much money on it, because I'm sure it's probably gonna be like $30+ for the mascara. So when I saw that, I was kind of like, ugh, definitely gonna pass on the mascaras. Like I think the whole colored mascara trend, if that is gonna become a thing, like that's cool, but I'm gonna get a colored mascara from like Wet n Wild or something that's like $2 because I'll probably only use it once. It's definitely not gonna be like a staple product for me. So I'm definitely gonna pass on the YSL ones. Not for me. Up next, I'm going to talk about the Anastasia Aurora Glow Kit as well as the Kat Von D Alchemist palette, because I kind of am not getting both of them for the same reason, as well as any other palette that kind of falls under that category, like the colored highlighter sort of thing. I know that's a trend now. I think it's cool. I just personally, it's not for me. It's not something that I'm going to use on a daily basis. I'm not going to go out with like a green or blue or yellow highlight on my skin. Like I see these pretty pictures on Instagram of these people that are super creative that make these awesome looks like using those palettes, and I think that's so cool. But like, I'm just not cool enough to do that. Like I would just never create a makeup look like that. Like I'm not like creative enough, I guess. I don't know. Like I just don't like using a whole ton of color to begin with. You guys know that if you watch my channel. And I just feel like if I'm gonna get a colored highlighter that I maybe might use just to create a cool look for Instagram or something that I'm never gonna actually wear out on the streets, I'm not gonna get an expensive one from like Anastasia or Kat Von D, because they are higher end. I'm sure they're like $30 at least for the palettes themselves, and I'm certainly not gonna get a whole palette of all these colors, because like what the hell am I gonna do with that? And that's just me, you know, personally. I'm not into the whole colored highlight thing. I think it's very trendy. I think it's cool. Like I appreciate it, but it's just like not for me. So I'm not gonna spend my money, at least not that much money, on a whole palette full of colorful highlights. The next thing I'm not going to be getting is the Lorac Beauty and the Beast palette. Now, I have seen so much about this palette. I feel like so many people love it. And to me, as soon as I saw it, I was kind of just like, next. Like, not interested. And I actually really like Lorac's eyeshadows. Like, their Lorac Pro palettes, I love those. They're holy grails. They're great. But the Beauty and the Beast palette, to me, as soon as I saw the colors inside of it, I was just kind of like, not interested. I think there was like 4 rows, and I think like the 3rd row down, I was like, all right, like there's some colors I could work with there, but like all the other rows, the colors were like really light, and I couldn't really even come up with like a look in my head that I thought I would use the colors to really create a look with. I was just kind of unimpressed by the palette. I wasn't crazy about the colors, even though I know that the formula of the eyeshadows is probably going to be good. If I don't like the colors, I'm not going to use it. And also, I feel like it is something to me too. Like if I was a huge Disney lover, I would be like, oh, this is cool. Like I would want to have it just to have it in my collection. But it's so weird. I feel like people would think, looking at me because I am so girly, that I like love Disney princesses and like that was like my thing when I was little, but I actually like never liked Disney, which I feel like is so weird. Like I was that girl when I was 5 years old. My favorite movie was Romeo and Michelle's High School Reunion. Like, do any of you guys know that movie? That was my favorite movie since like forever. Like I just never liked animated like children's stuff, which is so weird. I was like 30 when I was only 5 years old. But yeah, so I'm just not a Disney fan to begin with. So I just feel like to me the palette was just like unintriguing in general. And then last but not least, I'm not going to be getting the Morphe setting spray. They just came out with what I think is their first setting spray. I'm not completely familiar, but I think it's their first one. And I actually almost bought it because I was ordering some other stuff from Morphe. I'm not an affiliate or anything with them. I don't have a code. I don't make any money from them. So I feel like I have a very unbiased opinion because they get a lot of people that go in on Morphe for whatever reason. But I was ordering some stuff because I do actually like their stuff. I have stuff from them. I have some of their eyeshadow palettes and I think it's pretty good. Their brushes I like as well. And so I was ordering some stuff and I was like, oh, you know, maybe I should get the setting spray because so many people were like, oh my God, this is so amazing. And a lot of times you have to take it with a grain of salt. Again, because so many people are affiliates, you never know whether or not someone is really trying to, you know, say this product is awesome or if they're just trying to push their code. It's hard to kind of tell, but I trust, you know, a lot of the people that I watch that they wouldn't just try and push a product that was crappy. And since I did have positive experiences in the past, I was like, all right, I'll give it a try. And then I was looking at it more and I was like, oh, it's an aerosol can. And then I was like, I don't know, for some reason, I couldn't get myself past the fact that it was an aerosol can. And then I ended up actually taking it out of the cart and like just ordering the other stuff that I was gonna get. I just felt like I would feel like I was spraying hairspray on my face like every time when I was done. To me, when I think setting spray, I think those little spritz bottles, they're very easy to control like how much is being like put on your face. With an aerosol, I just feel like it would just be going like I would just put it all on my face in one spray. Like I don't really know. it just, the aerosol with the setting spray, I didn't like it. Like in my head, I couldn't get past it. You know how some people have like weird things with food and like the texture of it and they just don't like it even if it tastes good? I feel like that's me with setting sprays. Like I don't like, if it's the aerosol, just it didn't do it for me. I was just like, I don't want it. So weird, but yeah, I'm gonna pass on it because I didn't want to be spritzing myself with hairspray basically. Alright, so yeah, those are all the things that I am not going to be buying. This is my anti-haul. Let me know down below if you've tried any of the things that I said that I was not going to be buying. Let me know, because maybe if you had an awesome experience, I will consider changing my mind. Like I said, it's not that hard for me to do that when it comes to makeup. And also let me know down below, what are some things that you guys are not going to be buying and why? I would love to hear, because then maybe that can help shorten the list of the things that I want to buy if you guys tell me reasons as to why you don't want to buy stuff. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you so much, and I'll see you very soon in my next video. Bye!